Hi, my name is Victoria Ijeoma. Welcome to Vikkie Oh Atelier. We are a fashion brand based here in Kenya. We design what I call Afropolitan and avant-garde garments for people of all ages, sizes, genders and cultures. We retail our garments at the Roslyn Riviera Mall and also in our flagship store at the Sarit Mall, but we also offer customized services. The foundation of the garments that we make is essentially African because we use the so-called African print in our designs, but the designs themselves are influenced from so many different cultures all over the world. And then our garments are avant-garde because they are unique. We design a lot of garments that people have not necessarily seen being done with the African print fabric before. It's not just ceremonial, it can be everyday wear, it can be classy, and it can be comfortable. I started in September 2022, but prior to establishing the business, I worked in human rights and development for about 25 years with the United Nations. I am a lawyer by training. I have a master's degree in international affairs and diplomacy. I have also been a law professor, so I like to say that I am a law professor now turned fundi. As a child, I learned to tailor, I learned to design garments and all that, but I sort of left the hobby behind when I went into practicing law. So in 2022, when I left the United Nations, I decided to just go full-time into business and set up my own fashion brand. Throughout those professional experiences, I traveled all over the world, met so many different people, lived in different parts of the world, and incorporated a lot of different influences into my style. I've always been fashionable. So yes, my design is fundamentally African, but with influences from all over the world. I saw Kenya initially as a challenge. I'm very careful with my design, so whatever I lay on the cutting table, I ask myself, where would a Kenyan wear this to? And over these years, I've seen a bit of an evolution. Drive around Nairobi and you will see African print on billboards now. It never was there when I first came to the country. So I saw it as a challenge, you know, in the early stages to say yes. People tend to associate this fabric with West Africa. Can I design garments that people in Kenya will recognize, will want to associate with and actually wear on a daily basis? What inspires me actually in my design is primarily the African print fabric. It's a fabric I grew up with. It's a fabric that enjoys respect. So much as I love the fabric and I love working with it, I began to draw inspiration from what people wear every day. I want to see people wear African print every day in some form or the other, whether you're going to the office, whether you have an important meeting, whether you have a ceremony, or you're just going out for a casual evening with your friends. There really is a way to incorporate African print into your style. At the back of my mind when I'm designing is I want to remove the ceremony and remove the distance, you know, of African print from people, make it more acceptable, more approachable, more fun to wear. So we do a lot of denim mixed designs. This is one of the designs we've mixed with denim. We have a range of them here, you know, dresses with denim, for example, and then incorporating African print in the hood. So like this dress, we have one print going in front, but we've mixed 3 at the back. There's so much creativity, so much, you know, potential for, you know, bringing African print and other different patterns together. We also have some, you know, casual shirts here. Like this is for men. It's African print with, you know, denim incorporated in different parts, you know, of the shirt. And this can be layered over winter wear, for example, if the weather is getting chill When you make those garments that are fitted and close to the body, then you have to wear thick jackets over them and cover them. So all that vibrancy, all that bold color is hidden. Majority of our designs, like what I'm wearing today, it comes from our exaggerated fits. And we've designed some garments for women from them, we've designed garments for men from them, and they are all designed to be a little bit exaggerated so that they are relaxed, they are comfortable, but you can layer them over, winter wear as needed. One of the strengths of a designer is your ability to draw influence from, so many factors or so many different areas in your environment. And Kenya is rich, in the fact that there are so many cultures that one can draw from. I have actually specifically been privileged to design garments in the Kikuyu brown for people who are doing ceremonies like weddings. So clients have pointed out to me, requested for very specific colors, whether you are Luo, whether you are Kalenjin, whether you are Kamba, whichever area one comes from, definitely we have the potential to design to that particular taste. Designs for the corporate Kenya are very interesting and very important. It's very easy for anybody to wear a suit, man or woman. But what I've observed, and especially from my background in the United Nations, is that people who have come to a level of accomplishment, people who have come to appreciate, their identity and have no qualms about, expressing it, and people who really at the top of their career will incorporate some of their cultural identity into their dress, especially Africans. Now, for corporate people, let's say in the workplaces where the suit is still the required mode of dress, we have shirts that you can wear under your jacket and they can still fit into the corporate space. We have jackets that we have designed to simulate the work jacket, and you can throw it over a shirt with black pants and you're good to go. This shirt is a perfect, white linen shirt. And then we've just trimmed it with African prints just on the borders and on the inside collar. We have long sleeves, we have short sleeves, and they can be worn formally under a jacket, or they can be worn just on their own with a pair of trousers. From formal to casual, they can go to any occasion. We even mix African print and leather. Let me show you. So this part of this jacket is actually leather, and the sleeves are made with African print. Again, something of this nature, in a meeting, even in a boardroom, throw it over white shirt and pants and you are good to go. And now here, this is linen. This I designed knowing I would wear this to the office, for instance. If I was still working with the United Nations, this is very, very acceptable at the UN General Assembly, for example. How I feel when I get positive reviews from clients is a feeling that is difficult to describe, but I'm going to try. Setting out in business, moving away from the corporate world or from, a formal 9-to-5 employment, to now building something of my own from scratch, not knowing if people will affirm that they like it by putting their money to it, can be nerve-wracking. It still is every single day. And so those feedbacks are the reassurances that, yes, I am serving a purpose. Yes, we are doing the right things. And yes, this was the right path, to be on, especially for me, who has had, quite a journey to get here. In fashion, especially when you make custom wears, you are always one mistake away from losing a valuable client. And many times they may not communicate, they just disappear. So when a client comes to me and says, oh, I need this and it's urgent, it really is reassuring that, okay, we are building a trust base with our clients. In terms of the production process, we have ready-to-wear garments, as you can see in the store, and then we can customize, to people's tastes, to people's styles, to people's desires, or whatever occasion they are attending. Between myself, the client, and the tailor, we go over the design. Okay, so I receive from the client, I understand what they want, and I sit with the tailor and we sort of go on a Q&A. What type of sleeve is this? If they say, is this sleeve and it's not quite, I'm like, zoom it, let's be sure we're seeing the same thing that the client is seeing before we produce. Welcome to our production center here at the Kipro Center Westlands on the 4th floor. Here in Kipro, we produce all our ready-to-wear designs for the stores, but at the same time, you are welcome here for your measurement and customized services. This is one of our custom designs. It's a combination of 2 African prints, and on the neckline here we have the traditional woven fabric from Nigeria called ashoke, and then a bit of a glitter around the neckline. Our custom pieces are certainly not pieces you will find in our stores, but they are made with the client's fabric and to their taste and to their particular styles. So here at Kipro, we have a team of 7 tailors. We have a group of highly skilled and experienced tailors, and then the younger tailors with like 2 years of experience each. Combined, we have over 65 to 70 years of experience in this room. There's a lot of learning that is going on, a lot of refining and a lot of mentoring going on in between the older tailors and the younger tailors on our team. But together, they are able to provide the expertise to develop the unique and well-finished, high-quality garments that we sell for retail, but also that we customize for our clients. I bring a higher level of care to it because each piece is unique, each piece is one-off, and I think there is so much more emotions that go into a custom piece with a client's garment, and we don't want to get it wrong. And I know the frustrations I went through with tailors, you know, people will either not deliver on time, either don't deliver what you have ordered, or frustrate you and keep you for 6 months when you needed the garment for an event just the next week. So these are the things that I already appreciate that I should eliminate for my clients to provide them the minimum satisfaction. If you pay money, you get value. What we should look out for from Vikkie Oh Atelier in the near or distant future is bringing the full spectrum of style into our business. As African fashion is evolving in Kenya, at the same time, I'm getting questions, what do I wear this with? So I want in the future to go into jewelry, the kind of jewelry that would complement African designs, into bags that are unique, bags that incorporate the same fusion that I do with the clothes to give a functional but also a very classy product that people would like. The ultimate goal I would like to see is for our brand to be recognized globally, regardless of who's wearing it. For people to say, oh, I think that's Vikkie Oh Atelier. Because I design practical clothing, is to see my designs being recognized, for people to say this brand is functional, this brand is classy, they deliver value, I identify with them. In the next 5 to 10 years, I want to have 2 more branches in Nairobi minimum and 3 branches in major cities outside Nairobi. I also want to have store branches in Africa that do the same things that we do here. And then of course, global. We already serve a global clientele through the website. Our website is fully functional with all capabilities, including delivery, shipping globally. I want to build a global brand, and I see us having at least 10 stores within the next 10 years all over the world. But I want to concentrate from Kenya, Africa outwards. Our services are highly individualized in terms of referrals. And again, given the profile of the clients that I have seen come through here, they are senior NGO people, they are senior government officials, they are highly accomplished professionals, and to some extent, young people looking for something different from the African garment. And then in terms of custom, people who have events, they have weddings to attend, they have destination birthday parties, they have some church activity, or they are traveling. And so these are the people for whom referrals will be important for me. For travelers, a lot of travelers come through our stores. People who want to buy not just a souvenir, but something of good quality to take back and wear. That's also a good referral. And like I always say, in BNI, African fashion is for everybody and it belongs in every space. If you want to stand out, you know, beyond the ordinary, we're here for you.